It's hard to believe one player can be this good, like she's using a cheat code that slipped past the rules. Caitlin Clark is making shots from crazy distances, so much that the refs are starting to change the rules because she's almost breaking the game. Defenders rush to block her, but they can only watch as the ball goes in again. She's so good that she's even joking about adding a 4-point line, because honestly, a 3-pointer feels easy for her. What Caitlin Clark play was so controversial it nearly broke the game. You won't believe how it ended against the Chicago Sky.
5 assists herself. Clark, a bomb is good!
It was through the roof. Everyone wanted to see if Angel Reese could finally get the upper hand and back up all her talk now that they were playing with the pros. But what happened? Caitlin Clark humbled her in such a brutal, undeniable way that it nearly broke the game. The energy was electric. Reese had been vocal about proving herself in the league, but Clark? She just did what she does best. Dominate. Then came the moment. A move most players wouldn't even consider, but Clark? She pulled up, drained the shot effortlessly, and turned to play defense before the ball even hit the net. Angel Reese was left caught in the moment, forced to watch as Clark's confidence and skill spoke louder than any trash talk ever could. This wasn't college anymore, and Clark made sure Reese knew it. Reese had no choice but to take it. No finger waving, no taunting. Just the harsh reality that in this league, talk doesn't win games. Skill does. And Caitlin Clark has plenty of it. Where has this happened before? Oh right, the 2023 NC Women's National Championship.
Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. The rematch everione wanted.
The stakes were higher than ever, and this became the most watched women's basketball game in history. Clark showed up like a generational superstar, delivering a performance so controversial and electric it nearly changed the game forever. From the very start, you knew Clark wasn't here to play nice. She came out firing, launching threes from distances that seemed illegal. LSU's defenders scrambled, unsure whether to pick her up at half-court or risk letting her take uncontested shots. Every time they hesitated, splash. Clark racked up 30 points, dished out incredible assists, and sliced through the defense like a pro. But despite Clark's brilliance, controversy took the spotlight. Remember Angel Reese's now iconic taunt? The "you can't see me" gesture, finger pointing at her ring finger, and following Clark around the court in the final moments. It was the ultimate villain move. A moment that sparked debates for weeks. Even though Iowa lost, you couldn't deny what you had just witnessed. Caitlin Clark had transcended the sport. But as I said, she wasn't done. Against the Dallas Wings, it became clear, Caitlin Clark was special. But this game? It was different. This was the moment she went full basketball sorceress, channeling the spirit of Steph Curry while making defenders look like NPCs in a video game. On September 10, 2024, during the Indiana Fever vs. Dallas Wings game, you saw history unfold right from the tip-off. Clark was locked in from the start. She pulled up from what felt like the parking lot for her first three-pointer, and you could already see the "oh no" look on Dallas faces. But it was too late. The shot splashed through, and you knew this was going to get ridiculous. And ridiculous it got. Clark put up a career-high 35 points, making every defender who tried to guard her look like they were outmatched. No matter what Dallas threw at her, traps, double teams, desperate prayers, Clark was cooking everything in sight. By the end, the Fever won 97-84, and Clark had broken another record, passing Simone Augustus for the most points by a rookie in WNBA history. Simone Augustus is a legend, and Clark in her rookie season casually surpassed her. But that was just the beginning. What happened next would change everything again.
Caitlin Clark versus Dallas Wings.
When you think of Clark's most mind-blowing assist, one play stands out, leaving fans and analysts in awe. During a game between the Indiana Fever and the Dallas Wings on July 17, 2024, Clark set a WNBA single-game record with 19 assists, breaking the previous record of 18 set by Courtney Vandersloot in 2020. Clark's combined points and assists made up 66 of the Fever's total points, showing just how crucial she was to her team's offense. Isn't she the greatest rookie the game has ever seen? And here's where it gets even crazier. Off the court, controversy arose. WNBA legend Cheryl Swoops was removed from her broadcasting duties after making critical remarks about Clark, leading to her replacement by Nancy Lieberman. Caitlin Clark was so good that her haters lost their jobs. It doesn't stop there though. On July 6, 2024, during a game against the New York Liberty, Caitlin Clark recorded a historic triple-double, with 19 points, 12 rebounds, and 13 assists in the Indiana Fever's 83-78 victory. That game marked a monumental achievement in WNBA history. Clark sank a deep logo-range three-pointer in the fourth quarter with perfect form and confidence, silencing the Liberty crowd and shifting momentum in the Fever's favor. But, as always, her success sparked even more controversy. There was a lot of controversy surrounding Caitlin Clark's rise to stardom. Some people felt the media was overhyping her, arguing that her race and sexuality played a big role in the attention she was getting. Others felt this focus took the spotlight away from other players who deserved recognition too. This sparked debates about bias and representation in sports media. But here's the truth. Caitlin Clark is the face of the WNBA, whether people want to admit it or not. On May 28, 2024, during a game against the Los Angeles Sparks, Caitlin Clark put on another unforgettable performance. She scored 30 points, had 6 assists and 5 rebounds, making her the fastest rookie in WNBA history to reach 100 points and 50 assists in just 8 games. In that game, Clark blocked a shot, recovered the ball, and then hit a deep three-pointer after a cross-court pass. This performance had everyone talking about the changing dynamics of the game. Some analysts even suggested that Clark's dominance might lead to rule adjustments to keep the game fair. After all, how can the old rules stay balanced when one player is playing at a level so high? Then, on June 7, 2024, in a game against the Washington Mystics, Caitlin Clark delivered another incredible performance with 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists, helping the Indiana Fever win 85-83. She took over the game with a clutch, deep three-pointer, showing off her signature range. This game caught attention for Clark tying the WNBA rookie record with 7 three-pointers, a record previously set by Crystal Robinson in 1999. But the controversy didn't end there. People began debating the consistency of officiating and the physicality allowed against rookies, which sparked talks about potential rule changes to ensure fair play. Here's the key point. Caitlin Clark's impact goes far beyond just her individual talent. She's a game changer, not just for the Indiana Fever, but for the whole league. The Caitlin Clark effect has led to bigger crowds and more media attention for women's basketball. 6 WNBA teams moved their games against the Indiana Fever to larger venues to accommodate the growing interest in Clark. Now, 41 out of 44 Indiana Fever games are being shown on national TV, setting a franchise record. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates.